very good morning, students. Myself, Ektal Shah from New Delhi Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today, we are going to discuss the subject probability and statistics and chi-square test for independence of attributes. Students, in the chi-square test, we have already learned about the goodness of fit. For the independence of attributes in statistics, sometimes we have to deal with the attribute or the qualitative characters, which cannot be measured accurately. So we can divide the attribute or the quality into two or more categories. Let A and B be two attributes of the population. Okay. And they are independent if they are not related to each other. But two attributes A and B are not independent if they are associated on the basis of the cell frequencies. So it is required to test whether the two attributes A and B are associated or not. So under the null hypothesis, attributes are independent and the expected frequency of any cell is given by here, that is Fe equal to here row total into column total upon total frequency. And AI Bj upon n. Okay, so the test statistic is given by chi-square equal to sigma Fo minus Fe the whole square upon Fe. Okay, so with the degree of the freedom V equal to number of row minus 1 into number of column minus 1. So if the calculated value of chi-square is less than the tabulated value or the critical value at the given level of the significance for the degree of freedom V, the null hypothesis is accepted. And if chi-square is greater than the tabulated value, the null hypothesis is rejected. One more thing is that, and that is known as Yates correlation. In a 2 by 2 table, listen student carefully, in a 2 by 2 table, there is only one degree of freedom if any expected frequency is less than 10. Then the Yates correlation is applied, and for the Yates correlation, chi-square is equal to summation modulus of Fo minus Fe minus 0.5 whole square divided by Fe. And whole sigma is there, right? So this is known as the Yates correlation, and Yates correlation is applied for only 2 by 2 table. Okay, so let's move for the example here. A total of 3,759 individuals were interviewed in a public opinion survey on a political proposal. Out of them, 1,872 were men, the rest were women. A total of 2,257 individuals were in favor of the proposal and 917 were opposed to it. A total of 243 men were undecided and 442 women were opposed to it. Do you justify or contradict the hypothesis that there is no association between sex and attitude at the 5% level of significance? Okay, so here capital N is 3,759, right? Now, opinion about the political proposal. Men, we divide this attribute into two, men and women, right? Now, favored men and women, opposed men and women, and undecided men and women. And this is the total. From the given data, here 1,154 men in favor, 4,075 opposed, and 2,043 undecided. So total 1,872. This is the total men. From the total men, these men are in the favor of the proposal, 475 are opposed, and 243 are undecided. Similarly, from the given data, here the total women are 1,887, right? So from these 1,103 women were favoring the proposal, 442 opposed, and 342 undecided. So total favored person, men and women, are 2,257, total opposed person 917, and undecided are 585. From the total men and women is 3,759, right? So you can check through the column and through the row. The total is same. Now, number 1, null hypothesis. A null hypothesis is there is no relation or we can say there is no association between sex and attitude. Number 2, alternative hypothesis. HA. Here, there is association between sex and attitude. Third one, level of significance. That is alpha 0.05. 0.05. Fourth one, test statistic. It is chi-square. And for the test statistic, we have to make one table, and our table is observed frequency, expected frequency, and here is FO minus FE, the whole square upon FE. So our observed frequency is 1154,475, 243, 1103, 442, and 342. This is from the table. For the expected frequency, students, we have to go here, and that is, see, for this 1, we are calculating now for 1154, right? So from this 1154, we have to make 1872 into 2257 divided by 3759, and we'll get 1124. Similarly, for 475, we have to multiply 1872 into 917 divided by 3759, and we'll get 457. Similarly, here 291, this one is 1133, then 460, and last one is 294. So we'll get here, after simplification, 0.8, 0.71, 7.92, 0.79, 0.70, and 7.84. Okay, so chi-square here, chi-square is equal to 18.76. This is the summation of this whole thing, right? Now, the last one, second last one, that is critical value. For the critical value, my degree of freedom, V, is number of row minus 1 into number of column minus 1. So here 2 minus 1 into 3 minus 1 is equal to 2, right? So chi-square alpha V, chi-square 0.05 into 2, and that is 5.99. As my chi-square alpha is 5.99, decision is what? Chi-square is greater than chi-square alpha. Therefore, the null hypothesis is rejected. Okay, let's move for the one more example. 2 batches, each of 12 animals are taken for taste of inoculation. One batch was inoculated and the other batch was not inoculated. The number of the dead and surviving animals are given in the following table for the cases. Can the inoculation be regarded as effective against the disease? Make Yates correlation for continuity of chi-square. This is the given table, students. As from the given table, we can say that the capital N, that is 24, right? Total animals. Number 1, null hypothesis H0. There is no relation between inoculation and death. There is no relation between inoculation and death. Alternative hypothesis. HA, there is relation between inoculation and death? Okay. Level of significance alpha. Zero 0.05, right? Test statistic. That is observed frequency. Expected frequency. Here, observed frequency is 2, 10, 8, and 4. 2 by 2 table is given here. Expected frequency 12 into 10 upon 25, that is 5. Here 12 into 14 upon 24 is 7. Here is 5, and this is again 7. So all frequencies are less than 10. So we have to apply Yates correlation, and that is modulus of FO minus FE minus 0.5 whole square divided by FE. And here 1.25, 0.89, 1.25, and 0.89. So finally, my chi-square is summation of modulus of FO minus FE minus 0.5 whole square upon FE and is equal to 4.28. So critical value V is 2 minus 1, number of row minus 1 into number of columns minus 1, so 1. So chi-square alpha V, chi-square 0.05 into 1, and it is 3.84, right? So last decision, chi-square is greater than chi-square alpha. Therefore, the null hypothesis is rejected. So thank you very much, students. Feel free to contact me for any query. Till that, enjoy the study. Thank you.